Dulwich Hamlet return to Rookery Hill for the first time since their 2016 playoff final defeat this afternoon as they take on East Thurrock United. The home side have had a good run of form recently, taking 5 points from the last 4 games as John Coventry bids to avoid the drop. Last time out though they lost to Bath City at Twerton Park, and Coventry makes 2 changes from that loss. Ricky Hales plays against his former side in the Rocks midfield. Hamlet suffered their 4th league loss on the spin at Hampton Richmond Borough last weekend, meaning they sit just 7 points above the drop zone going into today's game. However, they did enjoy a 4-0 win in a friendly in midweek, and Gavin Rose has freshened things up by making 5 changes from the Hampton loss. Dulwich scored their first ever win and points against the Rocks in the National League South back in August. Can they earn a double against the hosts today? Congai, strength from him, heads that down for Nathan Ferguson. That's an early lunge by Ricky Hales on Anthony Cook. Caught him late there, Ricky Hales, and Cook's gone down. It's been caught really badly there. And Hales is going to get at least a booking here. It could be worse for him. Cook's going to need some attention. Hales went lunging in, sliding in. Out on the left wing here as he's looking at it. Ball played out to Cook. It was a really poor challenge on Cook from the former Dulwich captain. It's a red card. Hales has gone 3 minutes into the game, and East Thurrock's afternoon has begun very poorly. Hales lunging in on Cook, apologising to him as he leaves the field, but that's not a good start for the hosts. Hales up against his former side, the side he helped to promotion back in May, has left the field. A reckless lunge, referees deemed it as. Lionel Ian also picked up Liam Hickey's voice there. Clunis setting Dakari Sheriff on his way. Has he got the pace to get into the area? Gideons comes out. Good strength from Ryan Scott against Sheriff there. Really helped out his goalkeeper by keeping Sheriff at bay. Clunis short if he wants to use him. Sends it in himself. Jerich Bagaloo got a toe on it. It's actually flicked back to Cook. Second ball's not bad either. It's beyond Giddens. Maybe got a little flick on it, the goalkeeper. Out to Chambers on the left wing, supported by Vose. Inside Michael on of Wigan now. Tries to find space for himself, gets in the shot on of Wigan. It's a good effort. Under pressure, just sails over the crossbar. Not renowned for his goal scoring on of Wigan, but not a bad effort, sorry, from the Dulwich number 4. He's got a real big role to play, you feel, over the next few weeks. On of Wigan, on to Chambers. Dulwich's passing game's been good so far. They do have the extra man. Using the space to good effect. Mavilla into Vose. Did well to cushion that on a bobble. Ferguson goes to goal for early on. Just whistles wide of the post. Sat up so nicely for the shot there, Nathan Ferguson, and he took it on. Good effort from the Dulwich midfielder. Ferguson. Great ball. And Clunis will take it into the area. He's got Sheriff making strides towards the 6-yard box. Oh, he got a touch on the ball. It's gone through his leg though, Sheriff. Clunis with a lovely low ball in. Broke in behind Steve Sheehan, put in the cross, and it maybe just skipped off the surface a little bit awkwardly as Sheriff went to pull the trigger there. It flicked the inside of his leg. Giddens clears away even though he slipped. His former club have continued to have an interesting week. Oh, Jerich Bagaloo came across his man. That's going to be a red card perhaps for Jerich Bagaloo here. The referee's reaching into his back pocket. It was an arm across his man, and Jerich Bagaloo's been sent off. While he raised his arm against the East Thurrock man, whacked him in the face, and I don't think he can have any complaints either. And Dulwich's numerical advantage has been slashed by a reckless moment from their young defender. Straight red shown, just as Ricky Hales got early on. From here, he didn't like his arm went right across the face of Sam Ashford. And the young defender's got to trudge off the field. Dulwich with a good bit of luck going their way early on. I've seen it evaporate. Nathan Mavilla again, long this time, up towards Sheriff. It should be easy for Sheehan, it is. Sheriff didn't look interested in going for that. He knew he wasn't going to outmuscle the defender. Cook. Going to get the early crossing. Yes, he can. It's a good looking ball as well. And Giddens did get a little touch there, I thought. It's gone for the corner, I think. It should be a corner. Wasted possession, Alex Osborne. Cook driving on down the right now. Can he beat Abraham Diallo? Yes, he can. Pull it back to Sheriff. He's missed his kick altogether this time. Didn't get any touch on the ball. Cook finding him in a very nice position. He's got Vose short if he wants to use him. Again, happy to bring it forward himself and then threading a pass forward. And again, he wastes it into the feet of Ibrahim Sori Diallo. It came. Dulwich have had a lucky break, the ball coming back the way. Ferguson on of Wigan, drop of the shoulder. He drives on of Wigan. It's a thunderous drive. Again, a bobble in the pitch made it sit up nicely for him. Giddens watches it all the way. More than 30 games to the club on of Wigan. Again, trying to drive infield. Across to Mavilla it comes. Second position in midfield. Onto Sheriff. Defender missed his touch. Sheriff again gets in the shot. Leaning back and clears the crossbar as a result. He's high on confidence to carry Sheriff. Happy to take on the shot, having found a bit of space. Joined by Sam Ashford. Gave him a few chances. Nasher sends it in. Never thought about coming for it. Set it over by Sheehan. Over and wide. Never troubling the goalkeeper. That who's off balance. Stretching to try and keep it alive. Pitch hasn't helped, as I've mentioned numerous times, but it's been a difficult watch at times as well. Clunis shrugs off Scott and gets the edge of the area on the left-hand side. Scott going with him. Can he find a cross now? He's got teammates waiting for one. Mavilla's there supporting Clunis. On he goes himself. Clunis might find room for a shot. He does. And Giddens forced into his first save of the afternoon. It's straight at him from the edge of the area from Naran Clunis. Both players marked out runs. 5 men put in the wall by Jack Giddens. Gave him a few chances. This is a real opportunity for the Hamlet to strike. Here's Mavilla. Oh, it's just wide of the far post. Giddens was on that side. Went around the wall rather than over it. A lot of pace in that free kick from Mavilla. So he was trying to wrap his foot around it and send it into the far corner. Third Hamlet corner, 67 minutes gone, 0-0. It's gone short to Vose, edge of the area. Vose dinks it in. Congai trying to nod it on. Actually, it was on of Wigan in there, on the back post. Scott couldn't go back to his goalkeeper, able to turn. Akinyemi slipped, and that allowed him to find Burns, who goes long. Up to Higgins. Well controlled, went for the early shot. Shouts of offsides. Referee, though, or the assistant I should say, didn't flag. Had to carry on with the game. It was a tame shot from Higgins. Easy for Edwards. I think that might be the first shot that they've had on target, East Thurrock. Might be one apiece in this game. Taken 71 minutes. Here's Ferguson. Akinyemi. Back into his man, back with Ferguson. Fans a shot from distance that was rising. And well held by Jack Giddens. Diving to his right. Was on target. So he's finding a shot from distance from Nathan Ferguson. Edwards ferociously giving instructions to where he needs his wall to be. Don't want the wall to break away. Higgins is going to hit this hard. Through the wall it comes. It's easy for Edwards. Went through some legs. And Scott gets up above him. Clunis gets to the second ball though. He's got Vose in support. Clunis took too long on the ball and he's been robbed, and it's come to Higgins on the halfway line, waiting for option Sam Higgins, and then sending a ball over the top. And now there might be an East Thurrock. Congo's got to deal with the threat here. The shot comes in. It's going to be wrong side the post in the end from Danny Harris. See what we're trying to do there. It was actually Sam Ashford, my apologies. Trying to wrap his foot around it, send it into the bottom corner. One-on-one with a Congai. Clever pass from Higgins. Congai stood him up. Not content with the 0-0. Chambers to Ferguson, couldn't control, and that's coming Higgins' way. Chests it out to Marlowe. Higgins wants down the right wing. He's got 2 in the box. Sam Higgins does need to mark their men, and it comes as a slip in there by Cook, and it's volleyed on. That's a big chance. Oh, that's a big chance, and it's the man who's just missed a minute ago, Sam Ashford. A slip from Cook allowed him to get hold of the ball and volley it goalwards, but end up a good few yards wide, that volley. Free kick taken quickly. It's a waste, and Vose has it back on the halfway line and sends Akinyemi his way down the left. Could be sloppy from East Thurrock, it might cost them. Akinyemi, and Zengo slips, pulled back to Green, edge of the area, can take a touch. Green fires it in, bobbled, and it's over the top. And is that the last chance Dulwich will get in this game? A game of very few chances. Forward by Vose, into the night sky it goes. Sorry, Diallo nods down. Ashford, give and go, and it's on to Danny Harris, edge of the area now. Blocked off by Chambers. Next cross comes in. Marlowe tries to head it on, heads it down. There will be a goal there. A Congai off the line. East Thurrock must have thought they were going to score. Congai sorted his feet out and just about found where the ball was. Cleared from the goal line in the end. In by Nzengo. Chambers gets his head on that. Drama right at the end here. Clunis wins it off Nasher. Referee blows a full time, and East Thurrock nearly stealing that right at the end there. But in truth, it always felt like a 0-0 kind of game.
A game with not much quality. Two teams scrapping towards the bottom of the league. We looked lacking confidence in our play, and obviously maybe a result of not winning games and maybe thinking fearing the worst.
Again, it was a case of maybe that confidence, you could see there's lack of it because we didn't try and test the goalkeeper enough. We got the ball around sort of 25 yards out, but I think Jack Giddens only made 2 saves during the whole game.
Yeah, 100%. Especially when we had 10 men, we were very cautious as a team. I just feel like if you don't try, you don't get. Do you know what I mean? And, we were very cautious. Wasn't brave. And I just hope that our players play with a lot more bravery for now to the end of the season.
We've probably played better in previous games and lost. Today we didn't play amazing, but we dug in. Everyone was honest. Everyone worked hard. And I think when you're on a run like the run we was on, sometimes it takes a result like this to turn things around. Chances
are a bit of a premium, but you have to say on the run of play we probably looked like the most like scoring today.
I think so. I think we did. I think obviously the ref, he makes a decision early doors and then he's probably rushed to kind of balance it out. But on the face of things, I think we had the better chances. I think we looked the most likely to win the game. Obviously they had a chance at the end that we ended up kind of defending quite well. But all in all, whilst if we were on a good run, I'd be looking at it and saying, listen, we've come away, we've not played great, but we should win because we've had enough chances to win. Because of the previous results, I'm happy that we've managed to stop the rot and get a point.
The red card for Jay, what did you make of it? Do you think it was the right decision and just a bit reckless from a young man?
No, I don't think it was actually. I think he was shepherding the ball out of play. The guy trying to win it off him is about 5'10", Jay 6'3". If his arm's just not near his head, then that's because of the size difference. But he had no real need to elbow him because he was favourite to the ball. So I think he's levelled it up, to be quite honest with you.
He's got to learn from it. I personally didn't see whether he lashed out at him or not, but he's obviously just got to learn from that. It is a harsh lesson, but it is what it is. It's football, and these things happen.
Overall, though, it could be positive. As I say, the winless run is ended. They might get some confidence from the fact we've kept a clean sheet and they've not lost the game. That might help us going forward.
I hope so. I hope so, mate.
In terms of possession, we weren't as great as or as good as we have been, but we all dug in, and it's like I said, these results are what end up kind of triggering or giving you another, like a second wind, so to speak, because we've been on a bad run and we've been playing better than we did today. So I'm happy with the point, to be honest. I think we've conceded goals this season, but I don't think it's been solely down to a back 3, back 4, whatever it's been. So as a team, we said, you know what, we're going to identify it and we're going to try and keep clean sheets as a team. We've done that today, which is great. So like I say, it's a stepping stone in the right direction.